for.
To corporatised welfare. I've highlighted a story on this program in the last 24 hours where a young woman, a single mother, 3 young children, including a 10-week-old baby, she's on the Indu card, this corporatised welfare. By the way, Indu is set to pocket another $26 million for 2 years to run this cashless debit card as they expand it. I mean, this poor woman, she cannot buy, and we have the evidence, she can't buy bread or milk, but she can go next door to a bottle shop and buy an alcoholic beverage. Albo, the question is corporate welfare. Where does Labor stand on it? And will you scrap this ridiculous idea of an Indu card where governments are dictating to people how they are to spend their benefits?
Well, we opposed it because it doesn't work. And all of the government's own studies and reports showed that it doesn't work also. There was a South Australian senator went into the Northern Territory and to conduct his own investigation, was able to buy grog with it, Rex Patrick.
That's right, yeah.
Look, the truth is that for some communities, a limited cashless card assisted some communities, particularly women, in remote communities who requested it effectively and wanted this to happen for their communities so that they were making sure that they were buying essentials for themselves and their kids.
Yeah.
But this expansion is all about ideology rather than common sense. And for a political party that says it cares about individualism and the rights of the individual to seek to impose this on more and more people just defies its own evidence.
But more than anything, why are we allowing a third party to dictate who is set to receive Australian taxpayer benefits? I mean, I've never come across anything in my life. I don't understand.
Well, this is just a part of privatisation, of course, and we know that. Remember, Marcus, the example of the company that had basically a shed on Kangaroo Island that were paid tens of millions of dollars to assist with offshore detention facilities. Some of this is just extraordinary, and the connections with the Liberal Party and is just beyond belief, frankly.
All right,
and it's one of the reasons why, frankly, we need a National Integrity Commission.
Well, true.
Which actually oversees all of this, which will act as a handbrake on this activity. And I suspect it's one of the reasons why Scott Morrison promised it way back in 2018.
Yep.
We still haven't seen the legislation.
So just to be clear, if elected, Labor would scrap the Indu card.
Oh, absolutely. We think there's a role if communities are requesting a government-run system in terms of a cashless welfare card. So I don't want to say that it never has a role, because it did have a role. But the idea of a privatised organisation running the welfare system like this and doing it in a way in which they have an interest in its expansion.
Yeah.
That's the thing here. If you introduce the profit motive above what is the public interest, it's the public interest that's got to count here. And under Labor, that is precisely what we would do.
All right. Now, often people from migrant